Hello, this is Hayden Four, and I'm here reporting from Bruce Frederick's studio at Seaman High School for Seaman Viking Television. This week, we will give you an inside look at Homecoming Week here at Seaman High School. Homecoming Week is a week of fun activities and means Spirit Week for the students. During this week, students get to dress up in certain get-ups to show their spirit. Our SVTV reporter, Dustin Boleski, went out to get more information on this week.
Homecoming Week means Spirit Week at Seaman High, an annual tradition dating back many years.
Somebody long ago started it before me.
But why do we have Spirit Week?
It's to get people all hyped up for the activities that are happening that week. In addition to, of course, the crowning of the king and the queen, there's the bonfire, and there's also, of course, the big game. And it's just an opportunity for students to just show school spirit and have fun and, hopefully get excited about being at school.
How are the themes picked for each day?
Basically, the Spirit Club officers get together and we try to think of the ones that are not done all the time, try to be creative, but also come up with ones that are easier for some students to do so everybody can participate.
Even the teachers dress up.
I wore acid wash jeans that had the zippers at the ankles, and they were my original pair from the 80s. Yeah, and of course, polo with the collar up and big mole hair.
This year, the days included Clash Day, Cowboy Day, 80s Day, Twin Day, and as always on Friday, Class Color Day, when sophomores wear white, juniors are in blue, and seniors sport red. For SVTV, I'm Dustin Boleski.
Wow, Dustin. Sounds like there are plenty of students here who love to show their spirit. The next activity for the students was Friday morning. This was when the students went to the homecoming assembly to find out more about their homecoming candidates. Here's a story from Brett Smith and Hayden Ford.
Here at Seaman High School, students got to learn more about their 2007 homecoming royalty candidates on Friday, September 28th during seminar at the homecoming assembly in the South Gym. This year's homecoming theme was Game On, your favorite game. Students learned what their candidates' favorite childhood game was, also what a few of their memories were here from Seaman High School. And at the end of the assembly, we had a slideshow presented to all the candidates.
Our first queen candidate is Reagan Domer, and her favorite game is Hungry Hungry Hippos. Our first king candidate is Miles Wilcox, and his favorite game is chess. Our second queen candidate is Kaylin Ekus. Her favorite game is Life. Our second king candidate is Clister Trell. His favorite game is Sorry. Our third queen candidate is Tori Lewis. Her favorite game is the Game of Life. Our third king candidate is Zach Carlson. His favorite game is Twister. Our fourth queen candidate is Nicole Storman. Her favorite game is Clue. Our fourth king candidate is Tyler Nelson. His favorite game is Guess Who. Our fifth queen candidate is Ansley Strobel. Her favorite game is Chutes and Ladders. Our fifth king candidate is Tyler Lambrick. His favorite game is Monopoly.
At this year's assembly, we had a fashion show to see who was the prettiest king candidate. Well, who was the closest to being pretty after being dressed up by their queen candidates as Pocahontas, a wild girl, diva, bride, or an old lady.
So as you can tell, we look more than skin deep here at Seaman High School. The homecoming assembly was a nice way to kick off a day of activities for Seaman High School students. Homecoming is always a day that people will remember. Signing off for SVTV, this has been Brett Smith and Hayden Ford. Looks like the students found out some good information about their candidates. Another activity for students was the homecoming parade. The parade is an activity that both students and the community can enjoy. Here's Christian Gomez with the story.
Every year at Seaman High School, students in all grades have one thing to look forward to during homecoming week, the annual homecoming parade. Not only do the students get out of school early, but they have a chance to participate in a school event for our community, not to mention toss candy to the kids. But don't get me wrong, it's not just the students that get to enjoy the parade. The district's community gets to watch our school's display of spirit and pride by seeing our students ride in floats, horses, and even motorcycles. This year our homecoming theme was board games. Floats designs ranged from Mousetrap, Hungry Hungry Hippos, and even Uno. I had the privilege to ask the parade coordinator, Marion Sweeney, questions about the homecoming parade. What was your favorite float?
Probably the Lyman operation kids, because the whole school was there. I mean, the custodian was even there. It was just really, really cool to see everybody get involved.
Why do you choose to be the coordinator?
I think it's just really fun to see the whole community get involved, because we had out of 11 schools in our district, 10 of them have entries, and you can see the PTOs in it, and you can see our booster clubs in it, and I don't know. I just like to see everybody be happy for a Friday afternoon, and a victory always helps.
Signing off for SVTV, I'm Christian Gomez.
The parade is always a super fun activity for everyone. Then it was time to find out who would be named Homecoming King and Queen. This ceremony takes place right before the homecoming football game. I can't take the suspense anymore. Let's send it over to Jordan Boyd and Abby Hirsch for the story.
On Friday, September 28th, before the homecoming football game against the Manhattan Indians, the 2007 Seaman Homecoming royalty were crowned. The candidates were Reagan Domer and Miles Wilcox, Kaylin Ekus and Chris Luttrell, Tori Lewis and Zach Carlson, Nicole Storman and Tyler Nelson, and Ansley Strobel and Tyler Lambrecht.
Reagan Domer.
After many tense minutes of waiting, Reagan Domer was crowned the homecoming queen.
Miles Wilcox.
Miles Wilcox was then named the homecoming king. Congratulations, Reagan and Miles, on becoming the 2007 Seaman Homecoming royalty. This has been Abby Hirsch and Jordan Boyd reporting.
Congratulations to Miles Wilcox and Reagan Domer, the 2007 Homecoming King and Queen. All these events led up to the homecoming game. To find out how the Vikes did, let's send it over to Nathan Tennant.
On homecoming night, your Seaman Vikings took on the Manhattan Indians. The Vikes came onto the field pumped up and ready to play. The students were there supporting their classmates. They decided to black out Seaman Stadium. The Vikes kicked off to the Manhattan Indians to start the game. The Viking defense held strong and made the Indians work for every yard that
The ball carrier is the quarterback, number 20. The ball carrier again is the quarterback, number 2.
Senior Adam Navy runs the ball for a first down. The Vikes scored first off a run from senior quarterback Ashton Stevens. Senior Zach Carlson had 2 touchdowns on his standout performance. Senior Adam Davey rushed for 183 yards on 20 attempts, including a 97-yard kick return. The game ended with the Vikes victorious, 25-15. For SVTV, this is Nathan Tennant.
It is always a good thing when the home team wins their homecoming game. Well, that's all we have for you this week. Tune in to our next show 2 weeks from now to find out more about the events going on here at Seaman High School. Thanks for watching. We'll leave you with the PowerPoint of the homecoming candidates and shots of the homecoming parade.
Zach, look pretty. Look happy.
Get Carly, look at me, damn it.
Hey, mess up on that picture!
Use me, Gomez! Woo!
Hey, no! No! Oh, he thinks Gomez.